What's up, children? What are you doing on YouTube? Did your parents tell you not to be on here?
Okay, bye.
Anything inappropriate.
Okay, bud.
Should be 13.
Hello, YouTube. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, welcome to our next video. Our documentary? Is it a vlog or a documentary?
Documentary.
Okay, documentary it is. So our second one for Vex 5098 Radioactive. We're just gonna start where we left off. Where do you want to start off? You want to start off with this cube placer, Eddie?
What do we call this? Angler?
Angler?
Yeah, I think people called it angler. But anyway, yeah, so we saw one of the comments from our videos. Apparently 1:3 gear ratio doesn't work because it would be too weak, even with a red V5 motor. So we decided to go with their advice and go with the 21?
I don't even know.
I don't even know either.
I can't remember. I just call it by medium size gear, large gear, small gear, tiny size gear. I don't even count the
Yeah.
cube though.
Yeah, we're not the best with words. Our delivery was kind of bad in our last video too, but that's all right. But anyway, moving on. Here's the tower that we added. Just ignore this part for now. We just added 2 3x on the side so that we could put an arm out that will double as intake and cube placer.
Yeah. So in our first video, our first plan was to load up the cubes onto the towers just by having it coming off the top of the tower. I mean the top of the cube stack holder. But that we realized the whole point of the game and what it comes down to is placing cubes onto the towers. So we needed a fast way to put the cubes onto the tower, so we decided to use an arm instead because we don't have to wait for a whole stack to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can explain that.
Alright, so we just did a bunch of prototypes for this. This was our second prototype. We were trying to keep this motor as low as possible to make the base, or to make the whole robot bottom heavy, so that for one, it will be hard for us to be pushed around, and two, it's going to be hard to get knocked over, especially when we have a full stack of cubes on our hopper.
Yes, sir.
And so this is our second idea, which is just the 12 tooth by the biggest gear. I call that the biggest gear. And then use just chains to reach the top of the tower.
Tiny gears.
Tiny gears. And we just have a support brace across the top.
We're probably gonna go down to a heavy duty axle.
Yeah.
We don't have the drill motor with us right now. And we're missing some other pieces to make this the way we want it.
Oh yeah, we're missing plenty of pieces, and these pieces won't be coming until mid-July. But we'll be getting the pieces soon. Also, we moved the brain a little bit. Not that it's that important. Also added this thing to the angler so that it lands softly. And this is a good starting position for it.
In our first video, our plan was to have, just hinges coming off to the side and just having them opened up whenever a cube goes through. But we realized that wouldn't be leveled, and using some inspiration from other videos, we decided to use this instead because it folds out and it's still leveled with every single cube that goes up. Unlike our first idea, which just opens up like that, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it just works better.
Yeah.
You want to explain this part?
Yeah, this part. So what this is for is when we have the arm lifted up, this will tighten in on the bottom cube. So it'll tighten like that if this arm is up. That way, when we pick the cube from the very bottom of the stack, we'll still preserve however many cubes that we have collected, while still being able to either de-score or put a cap inside the tower. That's what it's for. The entire time this arm is down, this will be loose like that, so that this is free to be scored in the zone, or able to go up the hopper.
The cube is never gonna be in just like this on top. It's always gonna be up like that whenever a cube goes through.
Yep. A change that we are about to make. We can't build the arms just yet because we don't have the pieces for it. But what we can do right now is we're about to do some major work for the hopper. Not that major. We have some Tupperware here. This will be a placeholder for the plexiglass so that it's the backboard of the hopper right here.
Obviously, it's not Vex legal either.
Well, I'm not exactly sure if it's Vex legal or not because it's just non-shattering plastic.
Yeah.
But we'll just use plexiglass to be safe. Like I said, this is just our placeholder. This Tupperware is just gonna be our placeholder. And also another thing we have to do is, if you guys can see, if I put a cube all the way against one side of the hopper, see it's all the way against the side, there's still like a lot of room for the cubes to like shift around, and we want a stable stack so that when we stack this, it's not gonna like, you know, be all crooked. So we gotta move the side rails like in probably about, we're probably just gonna move it in just one, and then that should be good.
So because there's too wide of a length between the two parts of the intakes.
So I guess that's it for now, and we'll just hit you with the time lapse. Side note for you guys, sorry if like the last video was just doing a lot of background noise because it's pretty hot here in Arizona. This room hasn't been having good air conditioning, so we had like 2 fans running at the same time, creating a lot of noise. And also, we're not the best with words. We just like calling parts like whatever we want. For example, we just call like the gears big gear and tiny gear. But you get the idea. Me and Gio aren't the only ones in the team. There's actually about a total of 5 members in our team, and you guys still haven't met them yet. A couple of them are on vacation this summer, and so I wish them safe travels. And I also thank you for the comments and questions down in the comments.
Yeah, keep it up. We like your recommendations, just like ideas, just pour out ideas. It really helps us. Like with the gear that we had to change.
We really appreciate the support. I just want to thank you guys and just enjoy the rest of the video. Progress update. I guess like just going with what we had earlier would be good enough, where we just had like the angled 1x on each side. It's way better than just having 2 angled 1x on just one side of the C channel right here. Definitely gonna stick with this and just keep building.